Age of Vice by Deepti Kapoor is a novel set in contemporary Delhi, India, that explores the lives of young, affluent Indians as they navigate love, sex, drugs, and politics. The novel is divided into 4 parts, each of which focuses on a different character and their struggles in this complex and rapidly changing society. Part 1, Karan. The novel Age of Vice opens with Karan, a young man who has returned to Delhi after studying in America. He is struggling to find his place in the city and is drawn to a group of young, rich Delhites who spend their nights partying and indulging in drugs and alcohol. Through Karan's eyes, Kapoor shows us a world of privilege and excess, where the rules are different and anything seems possible. Karan is deeply attracted to the beautiful and enigmatic Tanya, a young woman who seems to have everything but is searching for something more. As Karan becomes more involved with Tanya and her group of friends, he begins to question the values and beliefs he grew up with, and to explore the dark side of his own desires. Part 2, Tanya. The second part of the novel Age of Vice is told from Tanya's perspective. She is a young woman who has grown up in a wealthy family but feels trapped by the expectations placed on her. She is intelligent and ambitious, but also deeply insecure, and she uses drugs and alcohol to numb her feelings of inadequacy. Tanya is attracted to Karan, but she is also afraid of losing control and getting hurt. As she navigates her complicated relationship with Karan and her own personal demons, Tanya begins to question the life she has been living and to wonder if there is more to existence than the pursuit of pleasure. Part 3, Riya. In the third part of the novel Age of Vice, Kapoor introduces us to Riya, a young journalist who is trying to expose the corruption and inequality in Delhi's political system. Riya is idealistic and passionate, but she is also struggling to find her place in a society that often values money and power over truth and justice. As Riya investigates a high-profile case involving a corrupt politician, she becomes increasingly disillusioned with the system and the people who support it. She is drawn to Karan, who shares her desire for change, but their different approaches to activism and their own personal issues threaten to tear them apart. Part 4, Karan, Tanya, and Riya. The final part of the novel Age of Vice brings the 3 main characters together as they grapple with their own personal struggles and the challenges facing their city. Karan is dealing with addiction and the fallout from his relationship with Tanya, while Tanya is trying to come to terms with her own desires and her place in the world. Riya is still fighting for justice, but she is also learning to navigate the complicated personal relationships that have become a part of her life. As the 3 characters intersect and collide, Kapoor offers a powerful commentary on the state of modern India and the struggles facing its youth. Themes. Age of Vice deals with a number of important themes, including the search for identity, the struggle for power and control, and the corrosive effects of privilege and inequality. Through the lives of Karan, Tanya, and Riya, Kapoor explores the complexities of modern Indian society and the challenges facing young people as they try to carve out a place for themselves in a world that often seems hostile and uncertain. One of the central themes of the novel is the search for identity. Each of the main characters is struggling to define themselves and to understand their place in the world. Karan, Tanya, and Riya are all searching for something, whether it is love, purpose, or meaning, and they are all struggling to find it in their own way. For Karan, it is through his involvement in the party scene and his relationship with Tanya. For Tanya, it is through her exploration of her own desires and her search for something more meaningful. And for Riya, it is through her pursuit of justice and her desire to make a difference in the world. Each character's journey is unique, but all of them are united in their quest for self-discovery. Another important theme of the novel is power and control. Throughout the book, Kapoor shows how power dynamics play out in relationships, in politics, and in society as a whole. Karan and Tanya's relationship is a perfect example of this, as Tanya often holds the power in their dynamic, using her beauty and charisma to manipulate Karan. In the political arena, Rhea confronts the corrupt and powerful politicians who hold all the cards and seem to be beyond reproach. Kapoor shows how power can be both seductive and corrupting, and how those who hold it often abuse it for their own gain. Finally, Age of Vice is a commentary on the corrosive effects of privilege and inequality. Kapoor's characters are all young, wealthy Indians who live in a bubble of affluence and excess, insulated from the struggles of the wider society. They drink, do drugs, and party their way through life, never really confronting the harsh realities of poverty, corruption, and violence that surround them. Through their stories, Kapoor shows the dark side of privilege and the toll it takes on those who are lucky enough to have it. Style. Kapoor's writing style in Age of Vice is lyrical and evocative, with vivid descriptions of the sights, sounds, and smells of Delhi. Her prose is often poetic, with a focus on sensory details and the emotional states of her characters. This gives the novel a dreamlike quality, as if we are seeing the world through a haze of drugs and alcohol. At the same time, Kapoor is also a master of dialogue, capturing the rhythms and cadences of Delhi's young, hip crowd. Her characters are witty, irreverent, and often cutting in their remarks, and their conversations crackle with energy and tension. Kapoor's dialogue is a highlight of the novel, showcasing her skill at creating believable and compelling characters who feel like real people. Conclusion. Age of Vice is a powerful and thought-provoking novel that offers a glimpse into the lives of young, affluent Indians as they struggle to find their place in a complex and rapidly changing society. Through the stories of Karan, Tanya, and Rhea, Kapoor explores themes of identity, power, and privilege, and offers a commentary on the state of modern India. With its evocative prose, compelling characters, and sharp social commentary, Age of Vice is a must-read for anyone interested in contemporary Indian literature.